This is our process flow diagram. We started off with 120 grams of Brazilian dry processed green coffee beans, and we roasted them with the 999 setting. After our roast was over, we measured out 32 grams of beans, and we grinded them at size 18, which gave us a medium fine grind. After we had our coffee grounds, we measured out 400 grams of filtered water and heated that to 94 degrees Celsius with the kettle. While that was heating, we set up the Clever coffee dripper with a wet paper filter and pouring the 32 grams of coffee grounds inside. After pouring the water in and setting a timer for an extraction time of 4 minutes and 15 seconds, we were left with 341.8 grams of brewed coffee and 88.2 grams of waste streams. Here is a simplified recipe for your convenience. You will start off by weighing out 32 grams of roasted coffee beans and grind them up at a level 18. Then heat up 400 grams of water to 94 degrees Celsius. You will then set up your Clever coffee dripper with a wet paper filter and pour your grounds inside. Pour water into the Clever coffee dripper and let the coffee brew for an extraction time of 4 minutes and 15 seconds. You will then place your Clever coffee dripper onto the carafe and let drip until empty. Now you have your brewed coffee to enjoy. Now to break down the energy we used for this brew, the total energy used to roast the coffee beans was 0.15 kilowatts per hour. Energy used to heat the water was 0.2 kilowatts per hour, and the energy used to grind the coffee beans was 0.0 kilowatts per hour. There was no energy used for the Clever coffee dripper, which brings our total energy used to produce our brew being 0.35 kilowatts per hour. Now for our observations, our brew ratio was 12.5, which gave us a TDS of 1.11% and a PE of 11.86%. As for our sensory evaluations, our brew had a pleasant and nutty fragrance, almost like hazelnut. It was bitter and did have a sour aftertaste, but it was smooth and well balanced. We had a nice medium roast coffee, and this had been the best brew that we produced throughout the semester. Throughout the semester and preparing for the competition, the one thing we would do differently is experiment with different types of beans more often. We often chose Brazil dry process for our roast, but if we would have experimented with different beans, we could have found a better coffee brew. We would also want to spend more time understanding the brewing control chart because we often aimed to get a sweet and thin brew, but always ended up with a very sour and bitter brew.